we're back. Oh my god, okay, so my internet access is gone at home. I've got 2 days without internet access at all. It's all completely gone. I can't work, I can't answer the doorbell, I can't turn the lights on, I can't do anything. I mean, it's pathetic. So and BT are going to take 2 days to get there, so it's crazy. So with all working from home, I'm going to go work from forest. So that's what today is all about. I'm going to go work from the woods. Hello, right, it is chucking it down. Again, you can't hear it, I'm in my same regular spots, I'm covered in canopy, and I'll show you what that's like later on. At the moment, it's just raining. A few bits are hitting my tarp, not a lot. I had to get the tarp set up. I had a couple of massive booms of thunder, and you're like, uh-oh, I better get this stuff up. So, tarp's up. My stuff is all on the floor beside me, on the floor. I need to sort myself out. And that's it. And then I need to get my laptop set up and get ready to work for the rest of the day. So that's what I'm going to do for now, and I'll get back to you in a minute. Alrighty, so I think I'm just a little bit more organised now. I've got the old gas burner on right now to just cook up some pasta quickly. It's 3:45. I've not eaten yet today. I'm starving hungry. The thunder is all around me. It's time to eat. I'll get some pasta in, and we'll see how it goes from there. Oh man. Alright, I'm out of gas. I've literally cooked once on this and it's out of gas. It's 100 grams. I've never cooked on gas before. I didn't even cook much last time. Really disappointed. I'm not going to be buying this again. Or at least not going to be buying 100 grams. That didn't last anything. I got like 1 or 2 meals out of it. It cost a tenner or something crazy. I'm not doing that again. Well, anyway, I'm starving and my pasta is going to have to wait. This changes everything. I'm going to have to make a fire. It's now 4 o'clock and it's peeing with rain. Needs must. Right, I'm going to get a fire together. Right, let's see how we go. Okay, so I've done a dumb thing. I've got my fire going over here, as you can see, my tiny little fire, and it took me half an hour, 45 minutes to get it going. Everything's really damp, even the inside of the wood is kind of damp, and it was a bit of a pain in the ass to get going. But I was patient, I've got a good bed going. But it's dumb. I went to all that effort to get the fire going, and I'm going to have to move it because that's where I'm going to hammock later on. I just didn't expect it to be so difficult, so I'm going to move the fire, which is a really stupid thing to do. But I thought I might as well record it. So I've never done this before. I'm going to use gloves and my metal tray, and this is going to turn into a hospital visit. So let's see what happens. Oh, I've got most of the hotbed. Right, I'm going to carry on. Just got to build this thing back up again before I lose all the heat. I have to tell you, stainless steel trays, most amazing thing to take camping. It's really light, it's really great for cooking and cutting on, but it's also really handy for moving a fire. Right, I need to get some more actual material on this thing. Alrighty, it's just started to rain. Listen to that. Yeah, the thunder there. Oh, did you see the lightning? Okay, so here we go. Right, I'm going to try and leave you running under here because I don't want you to get soaked. I mean, as you can tell, it's torrential out there and the canopy has got me dry right now, which is insane. Okay, you can hear it's pouring down. I'm going to leave you guys running here, in here, and I'm going to try and tend to my fire. But blue tarpaulin still there, covering the rest of the wood pile from last time, which is amazing. But it's all punky and wet and horrible. Right, let's get the Evian out the shot. The old 2 litre water out the shot. Right, let's see what goes on. Woohoo! ASMR kids enjoy. I love this stuff. Okay, it's now 10 to 7, much heavier rain due at 7. It's still raining as you can hear, or the canopy emptying, but the light in here is so much lighter than you can actually see. Obviously when you're in the woodlands it just gets dark so much earlier just because of the light trappage, and when it gets to kind of even near dusk it gets super dark. I do not want to turn the camera on, the lights on right now. I don't need to, I don't want to. So we're just gonna chill for a minute, keep the fire going. Got loads of wet wood that you can't see, just waiting to go on this beautiful fire. And we're just gonna chill. I'm gonna put some music on in a bit, maybe set the hammock up. I've just got to be a bit careful because it's still early, and I don't think, of course, no one's out, but I don't know. I don't like setting up too early. Okay, it's just gone about 10 past 7. It's dark, or dark enough. It's raining. No one's coming out. I'm getting my hammock up, so I've strung it up. I've got a red carabiner for red head end, and I'm just going to take the skin off. She is the DD Hammock Nest, which so far so good. I kind of wish they were just a bit bigger, because I'm a shade under 6 foot. I'm not massive, I'm not super tall, but I feel like the Americans all live in at least 10 foot or 11 foot hammocks, but yet here we insist on doing 8 and 9 foot. It's weird. I mean, I understand the convenience, that it's lighter, you don't need wider trees. I guess there's other benefits, but it's a foot, man. I think that's why where One Wind are doing so well. They're doing 11 foot, 12 foot hammocks for really reasonable value, like $100, 100 quid, whatever it is. So anyway, that's where we're at. I've got a few more thoughts about the Nest. I'm just going to get this thing strung up and I'll be back in a minute. Hello, how you doing? Right, fire's burning beautifully. Rain is kind of just coming and going. There's lots of lightning, lots of thunder in the distance. Couple have been quite near. The weather around here gets on my nerves. Either MetCheck get it really wrong, or what's more than likely is I live kind of on an elevation, on like a hill kind of thing, and I think the weather that comes towards it just splits left and right. Because every time I've been out here and there's been like these unbelievable like weather warnings, I can see them left and right, but they're never here. And I think that's what's happening. It's like, you know, the hot air or whatever. I don't know. It goes either side of this raised ground. Anyway, I've got the light on for a second just so I can record a video and then let all the bloody bugs in. It's beer o'clock. I've deserved it. Today I'm trying out this. This is a Roadkill New England IPA. All is good. I'm not hungry. I've eaten, so I'm just going to chill for a bit because I ought to make some dinner in a bit. But I'm going to work up an appetite first. See you soon. That's so much better. Camp is set up, my hammock's set up, got a lovely 30-degree hang. I even bring a protractor with me, I'm that square. And it's about 31 degrees, 31 and a half, but hey, it'll do. Beer's going down an absolute charm. The reason why I'm here camping today is because my BT internet connection at home is dead. It's completely dead, and they said it would take 3 days to send an engineer out, so I went mad because I work from home. I can't work without internet. I mean, without internet, I can't hear the doorbell, I can't turn my lights on, I can't listen to the music, or because I'm ADHD, I listen to rain and thunder and sounds like that when I'm working to calm me down and to get me into the hyper-focus zone. So if I haven't got that, I can't even work offline kind of thing, because all my music's on Spotify. In the old days, I had everything on a hard drive full of MP3s, and it wasn't a problem. Or you had CDs or something physical. But now, when you lose internet, oh my god, it's primitive. It's like, now what? So I literally packed my bags and came out here. If you've got to be offline, you might as well be off grid. It's obvious, so that's what I've done. I've actually brought my laptop with me, which I think was phenomenally stupid. I nearly swore then. Phenomenally stupid, because it's going to get wet, it's going to get ruined, it might even get nicked whilst I'm asleep. I don't want to sleep with my hammock, with my laptop in the hammock, so it's going to have to be out here, which means somebody could just walk by and pinch it. So that was a really stupid move, but the plan is to do some work here tomorrow morning, tethering from my 4G mobile phone. Why not? Work from forest. Makes most sense. So that's why I'm here. It's kind of an impromptu get the hell out, and it just so turned out that it was raining too. It was just beautiful, perfect. So that's why I'm here. So I'm going to finish this beer, I'm going to have a little smoke, and I'm going to turn this bloody light off. See you soon. Okay, and we're back quickly. I wanted to show you one of the upgrades on my tarp here. I've got a magnet, and it's just obviously it's a magnet on the other side, magnet done with an eye-ring, whatever you call that thing. Easy. Put a carabiner on it, hang my speaker on it. You could probably hang lots of things on it. I don't want to stretch my tarp too much by overdoing it, so I put it on a reinforcement point. But honestly, that's got to be standard kit, right? It's easy. I love it. Really great. Actually, it's Temu, and I'll put the link here. Not sponsored. Cool. What other Temu bits have I got? Oh wow, I've got a Temu. Hang on, hold on 1 second. Okay, so I bought a drill bit, a 25mm 1-inch drill bit, i.e. the same as the old settler's wrench or auger, which I was struggling with a bit last time, and I think that's probably my fail, not the auger. Anyway, this was cheap, it was £4 or something like that. And I did a stupid thing. I brought my power drill with. And I bought the really big 5 milliamp battery. It's really heavy, it was really stupid. I won't do that again in a hurry. But I want to try and do a Swedish log. I've been trying to do one for ages, and I'm going to do it with power tools if I have to. The only problem is it's peeing with rain, and I hadn't really sort of banked on that. Everything that I've tried has it's been really rotten and punky and wet and horrible, and it's split apart and gone grim. I did have a test piece. No, I burnt it. So there you go. I'm going to try, maybe I'll try that tomorrow. But there we go. See you soon. Oh, I don't know if you can hear. I need to turn the tunes down. It's just picked up. Let me turn that down so I don't get a copyright strike, which would be super bad. I hope it hasn't turned down my volume too, but we'll see what happens. It's such a shame you actually can't hear it. It doesn't really hit my tarp, but the noise on the leaves throughout the canopy is stunning. I hope you can hear that. It's like a high frequency shower. It tickles all my good bits. Whoa, I love this. It's like everything's alive. I'm like, wow. I was just gonna light a joss stick and it just started to pour. God damn, wet camping is better than dry camping. I'll probably live to regret saying that. But for now, I'm a wet weather guy. I'm digging it. I love it. We should talk about more ADHD. I will do that in a moment. And let me get this stuff lit up. Okay, it's now just about midnight. I'm got about an hour before the rain. All's good, very chilled. There's lots, I think, parakeets in the trees making a hell of a racket sometimes, and the owls. It's mostly parakeets and owls. Lots of them too. I'm really surprised. Anyway, welcome to the Bad Ideas Club. It's Swedish torch time. I'm gonna see if I can do this here on camera. See if I can get this to hold. Now. Guess who brought a stupidly big heavy drill with? Me! Thank God it's a local camp, right? You'd never ever do this on a longer one, but hey, needs must. Just pretend this is a bushcraft auger and I know what I'm doing. So I've already made a pilot hole, so I thought I'd just get on with it. Right, here we go. Oh great, it's pissing with rain already. Alright, we got a little, oh no, it could just be the wind. Right, that's great. There's no way with this wood. Anyone identify that? It's not, well maybe, yeah, that could be silver birch. Just really dirty and burnt. I pulled it off the fire. It was the thickest piece I could find. Really dense, hard wood. I can't do it with a manual auger. I just break handles. Can you? Don't know. Let's just go down a bit more. Oops, just gone through. Shit. Even as a quick experiment, that didn't work. I mean, not even. I mean, the only thing good about it is I made a kind of a vertical hole, but I didn't even go straight down. Well, back to the drawing board and leave the goddamn drill behind. Good morning. How are you doing? I slept pretty well last night. It was a good night, apart from the fact that my Klymit Hammock V mattress seems to have deflated overnight, so I woke up freezing cold, which is really not good because that was expensive. It cost me about 100 quid, and I didn't expect it to go flat so quickly. That's like my third or fourth camp with it. I always inflate it in the hammock. So there's no way it's got punctured on the floor. I mean, that's a manufacturing defect, or it's just broken through use. I'm very unimpressed. I need to check it out when I get home, and I'm going to buy an under blanket this week. But as you can hear, everything is awake here in the forest, and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Unfortunately, I have no gas, and I'm desperate for a coffee, so I might build a small fire before I leave and pack up. Which is completely stupid because it's about 8:30, 9:15, and you can bet your bottom dollar there's people out. But coffee is kind of important. I'm not sure, we'll see. I'm going to start to get packed up and just kind of move around and warm up because it's about 12 degrees centigrade out here right now. It's not freezing, it's not cold, but it's not warm. I could really benefit from coffee. Anyway, see you in a minute. Okay, let's talk about the Nest Hammock. This is my first hammock, and I haven't hammocked before, so I'm trying to find my perfect hang. I really want to be able to hammock in a really comfortable, amazing way to get that best night of sleep ever that people do say. And I'm getting there. I'm definitely getting there. And I'm really enjoying the Hammock's Nest. It's really nice. I'm enjoying it. But there's a couple of things that I'd like to see. And as a UX guy, as a user experience guy, I think there's some features, there's some upgrades, there's some user needs that are unmet. So how do you improve what is already a really popular, really good hammock? Well, firstly, I think there needs to be a DD Nest XL for people who are 6 foot and larger. I'm only 6 foot, or just a shade under 6 foot, and I find the DD Nest just a shade too small. I think it would benefit from an extra foot. I think it would benefit from maybe being, you know, an 11-foot American style covered hammock, but with a double lining. That doesn't exist. The one wind Airstream is only a single layer. So I'd like a double layer with the top, and that could be the Nest. Secondly, I love the spreader bars on the top there. They're great. They really just do create space. But why can't we put some spreader bars over here? At the head end and at the foot end, and turn it into a bridge hammock, an enclosed bridge hammock with just 2 more spreader bars. We don't have bridge hammocks natively here in the UK. You have to buy them at really expensive imports at 200-300 quid, which is bonkers. So DD, please, let's go American. Go bigger. We want 11 foot, or whatever that is in meters. And we want bridge hammocks. I mean, there's the one wind, but it's only one end. Why can't we get a bridge hammock here in the UK that's natively made? So those 2 improvements would probably change my life. Ah, yes, one big one. And DD, if you ever get to watch this video, there's a major flaw in the Haven lay flat hammock, right? You've got to tuck the pad into the corners, and it always blew my mind. Why don't they just make it so that you can slide a pad in? So my question to you, DD people, lovely DD people, is why don't you make a version of the Nest, or make the Nest pad friendly, by putting a sleeve bit that you can slide it in, so it can go in, you know, the side. The problem with the side opening is it moves around too much. What we really need is a defined, clear space that a mat of a fixed size can go in, kind of like the way that Haven designed theirs. But you can improve upon that. So if I could slide a standard 50 centimeter wide, or whatever it is, mat, or one of your auto-inflate hammock mats into a pocket that was perfectly sized for it, that just held it in the right place, you wouldn't need an underblanket, or people who don't like underblankets would have an alternative, and it wouldn't move around at night. So it would be more comfortable, more insulated, more reliable. And all we need is a sleeve to put in a DD Hammocks auto-inflating mat. I mean, if you want to be really cool, you do it, and you just do it for any standard size mat. That would be game changing. I would love that. Anyway, so my next thing to do is to buy the under hammock for it this week, because I got paid last week, and I'm going to come camping later this week or maybe next week and test out an under blanket, because I've never done an under blanket camp. Right, my coals are looking good. I think I can probably get enough heat to get some boiling water for a coffee, which I am desperate for. I'm going to go cook. Back in a minute. Just whilst I'm breaking down, this did pretty well last night. I bought this on Temu, again, link here. This is some kind of organizer, which I'm obviously using as a ridgeline organizer, which was cheap. You can pay lots of money for these things, and this was easy, and it's got hooks on it. My ridgeline in there is not great, but this thing did a good job, and it was like a couple of quid. Really, repurposing other things for camping is great. So I'll put the link up, and you should grab one of these. They're cheap and easy. Alright, my little coffee fire is doing a job. I think it's time to get some water on. Right, I'm just going to give one of these a go. I bought these on Temu too. They're sponges, but you've got to get them wet first. So I'm just going to give it a go, see what happens, because I want to clean my mug out before I drink out of it. Let's just try this out. Put some water on here. Oh look, it's growing. That's cool. I like that. These are biodegradable apparently. So I can just burn it, basically, without worrying too much about it. But there you go, I got a sponge. That's bloody handy. That really is. I'm impressed by that. From a really flat, light thing. Again, Temu. Link here. This is actually Temu again. Oh, the light's not great. this is just a little coffee container. I got some Turkish coffee in here. Lovely, I go straight in there. I haven't got a pot with me, so I'm just gonna do it Turkish style. Add the water and boil it up from here. Again, 2 litre water bottle, Temu, tenner. Really, I mean, this goes everywhere with me and it lives in my side pouch. Also Temu, I think £2, or not a lot. The things I do for a coffee, eh? So, I've got a business meeting at 11:30, a stand-up if you know what that is. So I'm going to do it from here. I'm going to mobile hotspot it and see how we get on. So I did say yesterday we should talk about ADHD. Now I don't know if you can hear this and I don't know how well the microphone is going to do, so I'll shout quite loudly. I've got ADHD and I was diagnosed 20 years ago at an NHS Centre of Excellence. So I know it's pucker, and since then, my brother, his children, my children have all been diagnosed, so I'm 100% sure that this is a valid diagnosis. But what this means is for 20 years I've been fighting, and I do mean fighting with my family, with my employer, with everybody I've been around, because being ADHD in this world is not easy. We are square pegs in the world. But I've got all kinds of tricks and coping strategies that I want to share with you, and that's kind of half of the reason for this channel, is for positive mental health, especially if you're an adult with ADHD, because we get a particularly hard time. No one, if you're an adult and you're an older adult, no one cares about us. Many of us are undiagnosed, many of us are freshly diagnosed, and we don't get any support or help. And I've had to work all that out for myself on my own over 20 years the hard way. So I want to be able to shortcut to you guys the good stuff. I want to be able to help you so that you don't have to deal with the stuff that I've had to deal with. Or I don't want my kids to ever have to deal with the abuse and the crap that I've taken. It's not right. It's really not right. And so I'm going to raise awareness of ADHD coping strategies and of our talents. Because we might be nightmares, but we're also geniuses in the same measure. They say there's a fine line between genius and madness. Well, we're probably that fine line. If you can trigger your hyperfocus, if you can find a way to open that door, you can do anything. And more importantly, you can do it better than everybody else. That's the trick. Now, everybody else kind of knows that and want to keep you down because they know you're a powerhouse. But they mess with you. So, I'm going to probably record a whole separate video, either here in the woods or at home or I don't know, somewhere, a series of stuff about ADHD coping strategies and how to live as an ADHD adult. How to win at the game of life when you are effectively born with ADHD. Right, I'm going to finish this coffee and nicotine, and then I'm going to start packing up. Oh yeah, I've got this meeting at 11:30 in about 15 minutes. See you in a bit. This is what working from forest looks like.
small pieces. Yeah, so in a way, it's not accounting.
Alrighty, we're all packed up, all good. There's the little fire pit, gone. There's the hammock, all gone. And actually my wood pile, which was just back there, that's all gone too. So I'm literally leaving this place completely empty as I found it, not even half a wood pile like I did last time, and I felt really guilty about. But actually, I didn't mention this, but when I got here yesterday, there were some fresh horse prints right where my campsite is. So somebody has been over, I think probably the landowner, on their horse, and seen my wood pile. So I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful. That was a dumb thing to do, but I didn't want to just distribute it. It seemed silly, and I'd already cut it, so I left it to be used in the future, and I've just used it, and now it's all gone. But I probably blew my cover. Might have to find another spot. There's plenty locally. I live in quite a nice wooded part of the world. Right, I'm going to get going. I've got to get back home. I've got BT engineer turning up in about 20 minutes, and then I can get back online. There's a lot of parakeets at the minute. They appear to have just moved in, and they're squawking loud at mofos. Anyway, until next time, take it easy. Cheers. Bye. Shame, shame, shame. I'm sitting at a bus stop. I can't be asked to walk home. My pack's too heavy. It's killing my back and shoulders. I'm too old for this crap. So I'm getting a bus home. How the mighty are fallen. Until next time.